They begin with a run by Barkley. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. This defense for the Bears, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Again, it's Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Operating from the gun, Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Steps away to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. The Giants at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off-play action. Jones. That's caught by Galladay. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Jones to throw on 2nd down. They'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a 1st down.
Kadarius Toney really created headlines with a 10-catch game as a rookie, but couldn't stay healthy enough to build on it. Still had over 400 yards in his first campaign and should blow by those numbers with a full season in 2022. Nice 1st down pickup for the speedster right there.
Good running for Barkley there on 1st down as he'll get forward for about 6 yards. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll go to Barkley again. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
It's been a struggle for the guys on defense trying to figure out how to get off the field. And now after that run, they're confronted with at least 4 more plays.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. It's Barkley on the counter. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Bears and the Giants both looking to improve their passing games in 2022, that's for sure. Last year, the Bears ranked number 30 in the NFL in passing yards. The Giants actually one spot worse at number 31. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He wanted to find his receiver there, but a little too much air on the throw for them to connect in the end zone.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. Off the play fake. Jones. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game. So a long drive, 11 plays all told. But in the end, they come away with nothing.
And what can you do from an offensive standpoint except pat your kicker on the head and say, get them next time?
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Evans. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, a run with Evans. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Fields. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Jones now throwing on first down. Open man right side is Tony. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And where the time has expired on the first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete, and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, it's still in the first half here. A long way to go. On 1st and 10, it's Evans. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that. And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. He's got Jordan complete right side. Touchdown, Chicago! A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, it may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride in the offense this go around. Touchdown, Giants! And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They're going to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Fields. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. On the counter, it's Evans. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Fields now to throw. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll run on first down with Evans. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Evans gets it again on 2nd down. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for this with Evans. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal. This is a 26-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got him in, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
We are going to do this. We got this.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Off play action. Jones. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Gano's kick is good, and that will knock us over at 10. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it out.
Yeah, sometimes that first run can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Both teams making their final adjustments for the second half to come. And to bring the action your way, we go back to MetLife Stadium and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us. Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Fields. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Evans. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
Now on 2nd and 13, Fields being chased, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Credit that to the former Georgia Bulldog as he's Ojulari getting in there to bring him down. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'll remember.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a
thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, now zapped right back in the other direction. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this one.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Evans gets it again on 2nd down. Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
Watching that play unfold or watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
4th down. Fields. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Looking to throw. Jones. It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Another try for Barkley. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal. This just a 24-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good, and that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Gano out to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll begin on the ground here with Evans. And he is going to lose yardage here. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't it?
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Fields. This is caught by Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Evans running straight ahead. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 40-yard line. 47 yards on the ground for him so far. Big third down. A field goal from this spot, 57 yards as they hope to move it a little closer. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. And they'll run for it with Evans. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Throwing Jones. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
You need to get the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Here's Fields. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Back to throw. Fields. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now Fields. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps him in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Now Jones. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Jones looking around. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
eyes on Fields. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants have just about sewn up this football game. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. Here's Jones to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it'll be intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the Giants have just about sewn up this football game. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. And what is going on here? Are they serious? 1st down, and they're in punt formation. Took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've seen the improbable before. A couple laterals, maybe some poor defense on the